Imagine a creature that doesn't hunt with claws or teeth, but with a weapon made of pure vibration. 240 million years ago, a monster lurked in the canopy. It was the Gigatitan, a four-winged apex predator that turned its own body into a deadly acoustic resonator. This was the first sonic weapon. But how could an insect paralyze its prey with sound? And more importantly, is this prehistoric bioweapon being used on modern battlefields today? Our story begins in the Middle Triassic, approximately 240 million years ago. This was the era of the Madigan Formation in modern-day Kyrgyzstan. This region was part of Gondwana, a land of radical evolutionary transitions where Gigatitan ruled the humid floodplains as an apex invertebrate. Gigatitan was a giant. With a wingspan reaching 40 centimeters or 16 inches, it was among the largest insects to ever take to the skies. It was significantly heavier than modern large insects, nearly 150% the weight of a giant orthopteran. It was a true heavyweight of the air. Its skeleton revealed a robust thorax and massive muscle attachments. This was not a delicate flyer. It was built for power and endurance. Like a modern mantis, Gigatitan possessed spiked raptorial limbs. These were precision-engineered for snatching and crushing struggling prey in an instant. Its mouth parts were equally terrifying. Elongated mandibles functioned as shearing blades capable of cutting through thick insect chitin or vertebrate flesh. These mandibles weren't just for eating, they were for dismembering. Gigatitan was a specialist, adapted to handle the toughest prey in the forest. Its diet was incredibly diverse. At the top of the list were early orthopterans, the ancestors of crickets and grasshoppers, which swarmed the forest floors. But it also hunted vertebrates. Small gliding reptiles like Chaerovipteryx were often snatched mid-air by the insect's massive raptorial claws. Large invertebrates and even emerging pterosaurs were not safe. Gigatitan was an opportunistic killer that exploited every niche in its humid ecosystem. The lifespan of these titans was short but intense. Much like modern insects, they likely lived as adults for only 1 to 2 seasons. Fossil evidence suggests they underwent rapid growth phases, molting their hard exoskeletons multiple times before reaching their massive adult proportions. Reproduction was a precise process. Females were equipped with long, serrated ovipositors used to slice into tough plant tissue to deposit their eggs. This behavior, known as endophytic oviposition, protected the eggs from predators and environmental changes, ensuring the survival of the lineage. For a juvenile Gigatitan, the forest was a terrifying place. Born without wings or sonic weapons, they were completely vulnerable. They relied entirely on camouflage and stealth, hiding in the thick ferns of the undergrowth to avoid the very predators their parents once hunted. The defining feature of Gigatitan was the fluted regions on its forewings. For decades, these were believed to be simple signaling devices. But new research suggests they were something much more lethal. These fluted cells functioned as acoustic resonators, designed to focus sound waves. By snapping its wings with incredible force, Gigatitan could generate a focused blast of high-frequency sound. This wasn't a call, it was a strike. The theory is that these blasts were powerful enough to induce neuroaffective disorientation, literally paralyzing the prey's nervous system instantly. An ambush would begin with a sudden crackling blast. Before the victim could react, the sound wave had already incapacitated them, leaving them helplessly. While its mechanical bite force was higher than any modern water bug, the sonic weapon was the true force multiplier for this Triassic titan. But the era of the monster insect eventually met its match. New predators were emerging, agile, warm-blooded, and intelligent. Agile pterosaurs and small insectivorous dinosaurs began to dominate the skies, bypassing the heavy insect's acoustic defenses with speed and agility. 5 lethal factors led to their downfall. Shifting humidity and the fragmentation of their humid floodplains were the final blows to their dominance. This brings us to a haunting modern parallel. The bio-acoustic technology nature perfected 200 million years ago is now a reality on our battlefields. Militaries now deploy long-range acoustic devices, or LRADs. These sonic cannons emit focused beams of high-intensity sound across vast distances. Like the wings of Gigatitan, these devices cause intense physical pain, migraines, and total disorientation, forcing compliance without using a single bullet. Research is even diving into infrasound, frequencies below human hearing, to induce instinctive dread and organ resonance in opposing forces. The legacy of Gigatitan lives on in our technology. Let's count down the top 5 facts about this Triassic sonic terror. Fact number 5. Its wings were dedicated resonators. Fact number 4. The finest fossils come exclusively from the Matagen Formation. Fact number 3. It evolved raptorial claws millions of years before the mantis. Fact number 2. It was the undisputed apex invertebrate of its time. And the number 1 fact. Gigatitan is the ultimate proof that nature mastered acoustic warfare 200 million years before humanity began its first wars. To see these remains, you can visit the major paleontology halls of the world. They stand as a silent warning of nature's ingenuity. If you want to see more prehistoric anomalies deconstructed, hit the like button and subscribe to Extinct Earth. Your support keeps the past alive. What ancient biological weapon should we analyze next? Let us know in the comments. I'm John, and this is Extinct Earth.